Because this prayer you're about to experience isn't something you say, it's something that finds you. And when it does, your financial reality starts bending toward you like metal to a magnet. Listen carefully, because this isn't a ritual for the desperate. It's a reminder for the powerful. The truth is, abundance has never been lost. It's been waiting for your energy to match its frequency. You've been trained to hustle, to chase, to grind. But prayer, true metaphysical prayer, is about alignment, not effort. It's when you stop trying to make things happen and instead become the version of you that things happen for. When you close your eyes tonight and whisper this prayer, don't ask for money. Feel the relief as if it's already there. Feel the joy of overflow. That emotional frequency is the password to the quantum vault. Every thought, every feeling is a message you're broadcasting to the field. If you want the field to send wealth back, start transmitting gratitude, confidence, and peace right now. Energy alignment is the foundation of metaphysical manifestation and one of the most misunderstood concepts when it comes to abundance and financial transformation. Everything in the universe operates on vibration. Every thought, every emotion, every belief you hold has an energetic frequency, and that frequency is constantly interacting with the world around you. What most people don't realize is that their reality is not determined by what they want, but by what they are. Your bank balance, your relationships, your opportunities, all of them are reflections of the energy you are consistently radiating. When your inner frequency is tuned to scarcity, doubt, or unworthiness, life will echo that vibration back to you through situations that reinforce lack and struggle. But when your energy is aligned with confidence, gratitude, and certainty, the universe has no choice but to respond with matching circumstances that mirror abundance. Energy alignment begins within the mind. The thoughts you repeat become energetic imprints that shape your perception and attract corresponding experiences. If you wake up thinking, nothing ever works for me, that belief sends a signal of defeat into the field, and you start noticing everything that confirms it. On the other hand, if you wake up saying, everything is working in my favor, your awareness expands to see opportunities you previously ignored. The external world is neutral. It's your internal state that gives it meaning. What you perceive is what you project, and what you project is what you become. The key is to consciously choose the energy you want to live in, rather than unconsciously reacting to what you see. But alignment isn't just about positive thinking. It's about coherence between mind, emotion, and body. You can't say affirmations of abundance while feeling fear in your chest and expect results. The body's energy must match the mind's intention. Real alignment happens when your emotional state and your thoughts move in the same direction. That's when you create a powerful electromagnetic field that draws in experiences equal to your vibration. It's not forced, and it's not about pretending to be happy. It's about learning to stabilize your energy in a state of peace and gratitude, even before you see external evidence. Most people live reactively. They wait for their circumstances to change before they feel good. They think, I'll relax when I get the job, or I'll feel wealthy when I have the money. But energy alignment reverses that formula. You don't feel good because things change. Things change because you feel good. The frequency you emit is a magnet, and when you broadcast a signal of contentment, trust, and self-worth, life begins to reorganize itself to match that vibration. That's why energy work is not about effort, but about emotional mastery. The better you manage your inner energy, the less resistance you create in your external world. One of the most effective ways to align energy is through conscious breathing and visualization. When you breathe deeply, you release resistance from the body. When you visualize abundance and allow yourself to genuinely feel it, you send a clear vibrational message that abundance already exists. Over time, this practice rewires your subconscious mind, and your energy field starts to harmonize with the energy of wealth. You become the person who expects good things, and because energy always seeks equilibrium, good things naturally flow toward you. Energy alignment is not magic, it's quantum science at play. The universe is made of vibrating particles, and those particles respond to frequency. Every emotion you emit has a signature wave that either aligns or misaligns you with what you desire. By learning to manage your energy, instead of controlling your environment, you shift from victimhood to creation. The power is not outside of you. It's within your vibration, waiting to be tuned. When you understand that alignment is the real currency of creation, you stop chasing outcomes and start becoming the energy that attracts them effortlessly. Metaphysical prayer is not a plea for help or a request for something to happen. It is a declaration of oneness with what already exists in the unseen. Unlike traditional prayer, which often comes from a place of lack or desperation, metaphysical prayer operates from the awareness that everything you desire is already present in the energetic realm. It's about aligning your inner frequency with the vibration of that desire so that it naturally manifests into your physical reality. When you pray metaphysically, you are not asking the universe to give you abundance. You are affirming your unity with abundance itself. The universe does not respond to words, it responds to energy. Every word you speak carries a vibration, but what amplifies that vibration is the emotional state behind it. If your words are filled with doubt or worry, the energetic message becomes one of scarcity. If your words are saturated with gratitude, confidence, and love, the message is one of fulfillment, and that fulfillment begins to mirror itself in your experience. True metaphysical prayer starts with belief. You must believe that the unseen world is more real than what your eyes can perceive. The physical world is just an echo of the energetic one, and energy always precedes matter. When you pray, you are not changing the external world. You are shifting your internal vibration so that matter can rearrange itself to reflect that new state of being. This is why people who pray with unwavering faith often witness miracles. They are not begging for them, they are embodying them. Faith is the emotional certainty that what you desire is already yours. In metaphysical prayer, faith is not about hoping, it's about knowing. That inner knowing carries a frequency so powerful that it begins to collapse possibilities into form. The essence of metaphysical prayer lies in feeling. Words are only the vessel. Emotion is the fuel. You can say all the affirmations you want, but if you don't feel the energy of those affirmations, they remain empty. The universe is not listening to your sentences. It's listening to your vibration. So when you pray for wealth, the most powerful thing you can do is to feel the relief, joy, and gratitude as though the money has already arrived. That emotional resonance tells the energetic field that the manifestation is complete and it begins to materialize in your world. The prayer is not a request, but a rehearsal of the state of having. You are practicing the emotional signature of abundance until it becomes your dominant frequency. This is where most people misunderstand the art of prayer. They pray from lack, saying, "Please give me this," while internally feeling fear that it won't happen. That vibration of lack cancels out the prayer. Metaphysical prayer reverses that. It says, "Thank you for what already is," even before physical evidence appears. Gratitude is the highest state of energetic alignment because it assumes completion. When you give thanks for something before it arrives, you tell the universe that you are already living in that frequency, and by universal law, energy must match energy. The moment you express gratitude with genuine emotion, the quantum field begins to rearrange itself to mirror that state. Metaphysical prayer is a dialogue with the divine within you. It is the language of creation spoken through vibration and emotion rather than words. Every time you pray with conviction, you strengthen your connection to the infinite source that governs all outcomes. Over time, this practice rewires your subconscious mind and transforms your relationship with reality. You stop seeing yourself as separate from abundance and start experiencing yourself as its expression. Prayer becomes less of a ritual and more of a state of being. An ongoing awareness that you are one with the creative force of the universe. When you reach that level of consciousness, what you used to pray for begins to flow effortlessly through you. Quantum intention is the invisible bridge between thought and reality, the process through which your focused consciousness interacts with the quantum field to shape your experiences. Every human being is not just a physical entity, but a transmitter of frequency, constantly sending and receiving energy signals. The quantum field, what some call the unified field or divine intelligence, is a sea of infinite potential, waiting to take shape according to the energy it receives. When you hold a clear intention with deep emotional conviction, you send a powerful energetic command into that field, causing waves of possibility to collapse into form. This is not imagination or wishful thinking. It's the science of consciousness in motion. The observer effect in quantum physics shows that matter behaves differently when it is observed. Your attention is not passive. It literally alters the fabric of reality. The moment you observe something with focused energy, you influence the outcome. Quantum intention takes this principle and applies it consciously to the act of creation. When you set an intention, you are doing more than setting a goal. You are programming the energetic field. A goal comes from logic, an intention comes from spirit. The difference lies in vibration. A goal often exists in the future, while an intention declares that something is true now. When you say, "I intend to attract financial freedom," and you feel the emotion of already living that reality, your energy shifts to the frequency where financial freedom already exists. The quantum field then begins to orchestrate events, people, and opportunities that match that vibration. But if you set an intention and then doubt it, you emit two conflicting signals, faith and fear, and the field responds with confusion or stagnation. That is why consistency of emotion is crucial. You must hold the frequency long enough for the energy to solidify into matter. Quantum intention requires presence. You cannot influence the field while living in the past or worrying about the future. The only point of creation is the now. When you focus all your awareness on this moment, you merge with the field of pure potential, and your thoughts gain creative power. Every moment you visualize the desired outcome and feel it with certainty, you are creating energetic patterns in the quantum field that attract similar vibrations. Over time, those patterns become your new reality. It's like programming a frequency on a radio. Once you tune into the right station, you receive the broadcast that matches. Similarly, once your intention aligns with unwavering emotion, the universe broadcasts experiences that match your signal. The language of the quantum field is not words, but emotion. You communicate with the universe through the feelings you generate. That's why emotion amplifies intention. It is the carrier wave that delivers your message. When you set an intention with love, excitement, and gratitude, the energy expands and gains momentum. When you set it with fear or desperation, the frequency collapses. The key is to enter a state of elevated emotion, such as appreciation, joy, or certainty, while visualizing your desired outcome. That emotional coherence between heart and mind generates a magnetic field powerful enough to rearrange physical matter. Quantum intention also requires surrender. Once you've sent the energetic signal, you must release attachment to how or when it will manifest. Obsession creates resistance, and resistance disrupts the flow of energy. Trust allows the field to deliver your intention in the most aligned and unexpected ways. Often, the manifestation appears when you stop trying to control it, because surrender shifts you into a receptive state. In that state, you move from the energy of doing to the energy of being, and that is where true manifestation occurs. Every great change begins as a frequency, and quantum intention is the art of consciously choosing that frequency, holding it with faith, and allowing the universe to meet you at that vibration. Self-belief activation is the energetic ignition that turns potential into manifestation. Every outcome in life is filtered through the way you perceive yourself, and your sense of worth determines how much abundance you can allow. Money, opportunities, and success don't respond to logic. They respond to the vibration of confidence and certainty. The world mirrors your internal state back to you like a living reflection, and when your energy carries doubt or fear, that reflection shows delay, scarcity, or rejection. But when your inner dialogue speaks conviction and self-trust, reality begins to reorganize itself to match that strength. Belief is the switch that activates energy into motion, and self-belief is the purest signal of alignment you can emit. Most people underestimate how much their self-perception dictates what they attract. They think hard work alone is enough. Yet they secretly carry the vibration of unworthiness. You can hustle endlessly, but if deep down you believe you don't deserve wealth, you will unconsciously push it away or sabotage it when it arrives. The subconscious mind governs more than 90% of your actions, and it's constantly sending messages into the quantum field. If those messages are rooted in self-doubt, the universe can only mirror that doubt through limited outcomes. To activate true self-belief, you must reprogram the subconscious by repeatedly affirming and feeling your own worth until it becomes your default vibration. This process isn't intellectual, it's emotional. The subconscious doesn't respond to logic, it responds to repetition and emotion. Self-belief begins to take form when you stop waiting for external validation and start generating inner approval. When you say, "I am enough," and actually feel it resonate through your body, you shift your frequency. That single energetic statement aligns you with abundance because it signals to the universe that you no longer need to chase worth. You embody it. Every experience of lack stems from disconnection with your own value. When you reconnect with that truth, you dissolve the barriers that block prosperity. The universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you believe you deserve. The deeper your self-belief, the wider the channels through which abundance can flow. Activating self belief also requires emotional alignment. Many people speak affirmations but feel resistance because their emotions contradict their words. The body holds old memories, failures, and fears that create energetic walls around confidence. To break those walls, you must release the emotional charge of past disappointments. That means forgiving yourself for mistakes, detaching from comparisons, and choosing to see challenges as preparation rather than punishment. Every time you transmute pain into purpose, your vibration rises. The energy that once anchored you in doubt becomes fuel for self-certainty. You start to embody the energy of someone who expects good things, not because of arrogance, but because of awareness. You understand that abundance is your natural state when you are aligned with self-worth. Belief is a frequency, and that frequency attracts evidence to match it. When you fully believe in yourself, you unconsciously make choices that confirm that belief. You take inspired actions, speak with conviction, and radiate a magnetic presence that draws opportunity. People feel that energy, even if they can't explain it, because confidence is contagious. It's a silent signal that tells the world, I am ready. The universe always meets readiness with response. Self-belief doesn't mean ignoring fear. It means moving forward despite it. It is the recognition that fear is just unused power waiting to be claimed. When you activate that power, the energetic field rearranges to mirror your certainty. Money, success, and love begin to flow toward you with ease, not because you're lucky, but because your vibration finally matches the truth. You are worthy, you are capable, and you are already enough. Present moment power is the gateway to all creation because it is the only point in time where energy can truly be directed. The past is memory, and the future is potential, but the present is pure creation. Every desire, intention, and prayer gains its strength only when you are fully anchored in the now. Most people unknowingly drain their energetic power by living mentally in timelines that no longer exist or haven't yet formed. They replay old mistakes or worry about outcomes, and both of these habits scatter energy across time. The universe, however, responds to coherence and undivided, focused vibration. When your awareness returns to the present, your energy consolidates, and that concentrated force becomes the most powerful signal you can send into the quantum field. Living in the present moment doesn't mean forgetting your goals or ignoring the future. It means releasing resistance. The only reason abundance feels delayed is because your energy is divided between what was and what could be. When you are here, right now, you are not separate from what you desire, because the field of potential is active only in this instant. Every thought and emotion you choose now becomes a seed that reality responds to. The more you can root yourself in this conscious awareness, the faster your intentions begin to take shape. That is why meditation, mindfulness, and breathwork are so transformative. They are not spiritual chores. They are tools that draw you back into the vibrational center of creation. Fear and anxiety often arise when the mind projects itself into the future, trying to control what hasn't happened yet. But in the quantum sense, the future is not fixed. It is fluid, influenced by your energy in the present. When you release the need to predict or control outcomes, you free the energy that was trapped in resistance and redirect it toward creation. The now becomes a portal to infinite possibilities. This is where manifestation actually occurs, not in future fantasies, but in present alignment. Every time you choose peace in the middle of uncertainty, you send a clear message to the universe that you trust the process. That trust elevates your vibration and attracts experiences that reflect stability and flow. Present moment awareness also connects you to intuition. When you are fully here, your inner guidance becomes louder and more accurate. The mind quiets, the body relaxes, and subtle energetic impulses can be felt. These impulses are the language of the divine, guiding you toward inspired action. When you act from presence rather than fear, your decisions carry higher intelligence. You begin to move through life with grace, synchronicity, and confidence. Opportunities seem to appear at the exact right time because your vibration is synchronized with the natural rhythm of the universe. Everything you need begins to unfold effortlessly, not because the world changed, but because your perception did. The present moment is also where emotional transformation happens. You cannot heal pain in the past or eliminate anxiety in the future. You can only dissolve it now through awareness. When you observe your emotions without resistance, their energy releases and your frequency rises. Each time you bring love, gratitude, or calmness into the present, you purify the field of energy surrounding you. That purification creates space for abundance to flow. Wealth, opportunities, and peace don't come from effort. They come from alignment. And alignment can only happen when your mind, heart, and body are all residing in the same moment. When you understand that the present is where infinite potential lives, your perspective shifts. You stop waiting for the right time to feel happy, successful, or abundant. You realize that those frequencies can be experienced right now, and the moment you embody them, the external world begins to rearrange itself accordingly. Every second lived in full awareness becomes an act of creation, every breath a declaration of alignment. The present moment is not a bridge to abundance. It is abundance itself disguised as now. Emotional command is the art of mastering the inner vibration that dictates every outcome in your life. It is the conscious control of your emotional state, so that you no longer react to circumstances, but instead create them from a centered frequency. The universe is not responding to what you want, it is responding to how you feel about what you want. Emotion is energy in motion, the signal that communicates your dominant vibration to the quantum field. Every feeling you experience broadcasts a frequency that attracts similar frequencies back to you. When you feel fear, you magnetize experiences that reinforce fear. When you feel gratitude, you summon events that expand abundance. The ability to command your emotions is the ability to shape your destiny. Most people let emotions control them rather than using emotion as a creative force. They react to life instead of directing it, allowing external events to dictate their inner energy. But emotional command means stepping into the role of conscious creator. It's understanding that you have the authority to choose your vibration regardless of what is happening outside of you. This doesn't mean suppressing feelings or pretending everything is fine. It means observing emotion as energy and intentionally shifting it. When you can feel an emotion fully, without letting it define you, you reclaim your power. You become the conductor of your energy rather than its prisoner. Gratitude is one of the highest emotional frequencies you can embody because it assumes completion. When you express genuine gratitude, you are signaling to the universe that you already have what you desire. That single emotional frequency opens the energetic channels for more of the same vibration to flow in. Gratitude is not just a polite reaction, it is a powerful energetic command that multiplies abundance. When you feel thankful for what you have, and even more for what is coming, You create a vibrational pattern that magnetizes blessings. The same applies to joy, peace, and love. These emotions create expansion, while fear, doubt, and anger create contraction. The emotional field around you either draws life toward you or pushes it away. Developing emotional command begins with awareness. You cannot change what you are not aware of. Every time you feel triggered, anxious, or frustrated, pause and recognize the emotion as energy rather than identity. The moment you observe it, you separate your consciousness from the vibration, and in that separation, you gain control. Breathing deeply, focusing on your heart, or visualizing a state of calm are ways to reprogram the body's emotional memory. The body learns through repetition, so the more often you shift into higher states, the more natural those states become. Over time, gratitude and confidence replace worry and fear as your dominant vibration, and the outer world begins to reflect this change in the form of ease, opportunities, and synchronicities. Emotional command also involves intentional emotional creation. Instead of waiting for something external to make you feel good, you practice generating positive emotion from within. You imagine the outcome you desire, feel the joy of it as if it already exists, and let that emotional energy fill your entire being. That feeling becomes the signal that tells the universe what to send next. The longer you can maintain that elevated state, the faster reality rearranges to match it. Emotion is the bridge between thought and manifestation. Thought directs the frequency, but emotion powers it. The real mastery is consistency. Anyone can feel grateful for a moment, but true transformation comes when gratitude becomes your baseline vibration, even when nothing appears to be changing. That's when your emotional frequency stabilizes and manifestation accelerates. The universe always mirrors your emotional command. If you can remain calm in chaos, joyful in uncertainty, and grateful even before results appear, you have achieved mastery of the creative process. Emotional command is not about controlling life. It's about controlling your energy so completely that life has no choice but to align with your inner state of abundance and peace. Faith in frequency is the recognition that the universe responds not to words, effort, or logic, but to vibration. Everything in existence is made of energy, and that energy moves in waves of frequency. When you begin to understand that your thoughts and emotions emit measurable energetic signals, you realize that faith is not a religious idea. It is a vibrational one. Faith is the steady belief in an unseen outcome, the emotional certainty that something exists before you can see it. This belief generates a consistent energetic signal, and that signal aligns with matching frequencies in the quantum field. When you hold faith in your desired reality, you are not hoping it will happen. You are tuning yourself to the energy where it already exists. The universe is not withholding anything. It is constantly matching the frequency you broadcast. Most people lose faith because they think manifestation is about convincing the universe to act. But the universe is neutral. It reflects, not decides. The reason faith works is because it stabilizes your vibration in the frequency of the outcome you desire. Every time you waver between belief and doubt, you send conflicting messages into the field, which creates energetic interference. Faith is emotional coherence. Your heart and mind sending one clear signal with no contradiction. When you maintain that steady vibration long enough, the quantum field begins to rearrange matter to match it. This is why sudden shifts, miracles, and unexpected blessings happen when someone fully believes. They are no longer emitting mixed frequencies. Faith in frequency means trusting vibration more than appearances. The physical world is just energy slowed down into form, so it always lags behind vibration. When you doubt your intention because you don't see evidence yet, you interrupt the process. But when you stay faithful to the frequency of abundance, even when nothing seems to be changing, you demonstrate true alignment. The unseen world is already responding. The visible world is just catching up. This is why faith requires emotional discipline. You must choose to feel the reality you desire before it manifests, to believe in energy over evidence. The more you sustain that state, the faster the external world mirrors it. Faith also removes the energy of resistance. When you trust your frequency, you stop trying to control the how, when, or who. Control is born from fear that it won't work, and that fear emits a vibration of lack. Faith, on the other hand, emits a vibration of completion. It tells the universe, I already have it, and that statement of energetic certainty allows flow. The field then organizes itself in ways that logic could never plan. Sometimes the path that unfolds doesn't look like what you expected, but faith keeps you in the vibration that ensures every step is aligned. The deeper your faith, the easier the manifestation, because resistance is what slows energy down. To live in faith is to become a vibrational match for your desire through trust and emotion. You can practice this by embodying the feeling of already having what you want. If it's money, feel the relief and gratitude of abundance now. If it's love, feel the warmth and security of connection now. Faith is a state of being, not a mental exercise. It is the emotional vibration of knowing. And that knowing radiates into the field as a consistent frequency that gathers experiences of the same energy. The more unwavering your belief, the stronger the signal you send. Faith in frequency is the ultimate surrender to the energetic laws of the universe. It is the moment when you stop chasing outcomes and start resonating with them. You understand that what you desire is not outside of you. It is already vibrating within you, waiting for your faith to hold steady long enough for it to become visible. When your energy and your faith merge into one coherent vibration, manifestation ceases to be effort. It becomes natural expression.